it's a lot of money to lose if things don't go as planned.
That's the thing, is that it's really, really structured so the team has all the leverage. Skip, shouldn't a team, a player, even though he has a franchise or transition tag, shouldn't he be able to negotiate a contract at any point in time?
He should.
I mean, they got a window. Okay, if you got the franchise tag, if you don't sign by July, okay, well, what about, you know, if they're willing to talk to me in August or September or October, okay, let's try to get something done.
That's just to pressure the player into doing something.
Exactly.
For them.
So this really doesn't make any sense to me. And the Steelers, first of all, Le'Veon is
2 years.
They've done this 2 years. And Le'Veon's like, I got a feeling you guys are going to put me on an option, then you're going to make me franchise me again, use me up, try to get another 400-plus carries on me, and then show me out the door. Skip, look, it's wrong the way they do this. The Steelers should have just, look, sometimes you just wash your hands. You know you're not going to play the guy, Skip, and no one else can pay him because he's on the franchise tag. The only way he can get his money, you rescind the tag and try and trade him, because then he can negotiate a contract with another team. The difference between he and Mac was not franchised. Mac was on the fifth-year option.
He was.
So the Chicago could come in and say, okay, this is what we want to do. Okay, fine. You got the deal done. They can't, no one can do that. No one's going to give up a first-round pick at this juncture for Le'Veon. The best thing to do is rescind the tag and then try to move him, like, or just outright just say, hey, we're going to remove the tag and let you go wherever you want to go, Le'Veon. Because this is bad.
It's bad. So allow me to say, I appreciate that we have James on our team, because James is saying what I believe a lot of players are saying in that locker room off camera. I believe that's the mentality operating in that Pittsburgh Steelers locker room.
In a lot of locker rooms.
In a lot of locker rooms. And those guys did throw that guy under their team bus early on. They just wrote off Le'Veon. And so you also made a strong point. It's hard for him to even go back in the locker room, right? Because there's a lot of tension going on. There's some bridges burned. I don't think you can rebuild those bridges. So it comes down to, is it right that he would have to fake an injury? Well, it's not. In the best of all worlds, it's not the best thing to do. And a lot of fans are going to say, really? You would advocate that? Well, the system is forcing you into that position where that's sort of the only way out. We just saw Earl Thomas skip 2 practices last week, and after the game Sunday say, screw you, basically.
If I got a headache,
if I got a headache, I'm not going to practice, because he does not like his situation the way they have treated him. And those guys have to sit back and watch what's happening in the NBA right now, where Kawhi Leonard says, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not going to play. And they finally say, that's right. And they finally say, okay, we had to pay you for the whole, $19 million. And you played 9 games out of 82, and okay, we'll trade you. We'll get you up out of here. Now, Jimmy Butler's demand a trade, the latest report is to Pat Riley in Miami. And just watch, he will get his way. Well, you guys can't get your way. And here's the bottom line irony to this. The toughest guys in sports to me, hockey players too, but football players to me are the toughest guys in sports. But when it comes to negotiating with those men up there in Madison Avenue, you are the scaredest. You know, like you're the most afraid of them. And when it comes to that 11th hour negotiations, we just saw it happen the last time around. You just crumble because...
We didn't crumble. Steelers didn't crumble.
Ryan Clark did not crumble. He was your player rep, and I give you that.
Bass did not crumble.
No, but,
said,
but everybody...
Here, this is the deal. What's this? We don't even know. They said good faith. What's good faith? We ain't never seen good faith with Roger Goodell. Okay,
so you're still paying for the 31 other reps. Didn't all 31 of the other ones say yes to that deal?
Think about it. And
some guys, to be honest with you, I went and we had a conversation with other guys, and some guys said, man, we didn't even vote. They just said, hey, it's done. Let's go to practice.
Great. Well,
the owners lock you out, and then you beg to come back to work.
Okay. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
And you're playing, you're playing a sport that has the most threat for, career-ending injuries.
By far.
And you don't have fully guaranteed contracts. This is ridiculous.
2.5 years. So for all those Tom Brady's that played 18 years, or Adam Vinatieri that's in what, year 23, year 24, the average length is 2.5 years for an NFL player.
3.5.
So 3.5. So when you add all that up, you got a guy playing 24 years, guy playing 18, one Big Ben and Eli's at 14, 15. Still 3.5 years.
Okay, so
it's about what is it, 20 or 30 new guys each year into a team?
So do I want to see Le'Veon relegated to having to fake an injury or Earl Thomas? I do not, because they're really good football players, but the system almost forces you into it.
You know what I hate worse than Le'Veon faking the injury? A team faking that they want to give him a long-term deal. Because that's what they do. They told the man, oh, yeah, we're going to get this done. And what'd he do? He go out there and give you 1,300 yards rushing, another 80 catches, and guess what? Oh, we just couldn't get it done. You had no intentions. So you faked like you were going to give him a long-term deal. So if Le'Veon faked like he's hurt, oh, well, so be it.
Well, good for the goose, good for the gander.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. That's an interesting point about the team, too. Well, I'm going to echo what Skip said. We are glad, James, that you're on our team. Thank you for being here.